And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings.
Violence breeds violence. Repression breeds retaliation. And only a cleansing of our whole society can we remove this sickness from our souls.
Those folks who were responsible have been held accountable.
Develops weapons of mass destruction. It doesn't matter whether or not they were deprived as a youth. It doesn't matter whether or not they're the victims of society.
Yeah, baby. And we're back with another episode of the WRK podcast, where we ask the questions by the end of the day. Who really knows? As always, I'm your host, AJ, here with my good friends Dylan and Michael.
Who really knows? Sorry, I just was I wanted to be a part of that.
You missed the fucking jump, brother.
I know. If I would have known, Michael, you should have tapped me on the leg or something.
Next week.
Yeah, next week. Actually, you know what? This week. Start that intro over.
We're just gonna can it. We're gonna do it. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Wait, this is live.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Shit. Yeah, anyway, so follow us on all of our links down below. You can find all of them at WRKpodcast.com. And yeah, so today we're going to be talking about the Black Dahlia Murder. It's exciting stuff.
Not Hey There Delilah by the Plain White Tees. It's totally different.
Yeah, Dahlia, not
this
Delilah.
This is completely different.
Oh.
So if you were trying to look for Delilah by Plain White Tees, get out of here.
I might need to fucking just leave. I listened to that song like 30 times today thinking we were just doing it on that.
Oh, shit. Yeah, actually, I want to make a confession. I did, too. It's all my notes are is just the lyrics, so...
Hey there, Aunt Jemima, what's it like to be so yummy? Slide on down that frothy pancake and into my tummy.
Damn.
That was
Those
awesome.
are fucking bars, dude.
Dude, I'm basically Weird Al Yankovic.
I think so. You look like Weird Al.
Yeah, I mean, look at this shirt, bro. Like, fucking... What you talking about? You think I'm not?
His interviews from back in the day that I would always watch definitely looks like the shirt he'd be wearing.
Yeah, bro. It's every day. So, yeah, Black Dahlia Murder. You guys want to jump into it?
Yeah.
Let's jump.
Yeah, I just really wanted something spooky today.
Yeah, something
He said
spooky.
gospel's not selling, and he wanted something spooky.
Yeah, if gospel isn't selling, give him something spooky.
Yeah. So, yeah, Black Dahlia Murder.
Right.
Murder. So,
Live this Monday.
murder. So, around 10 a.m., January 15th, 1947, Betty Bersinger was taking her 3-year-old daughter on a walk to the shoe repair store in Los Angeles, California. In an empty lot on Norton Avenue, she saw what she described as, I glanced to my right and I saw a very dead white body. My goodness, it is so white. I didn't look like anything that more than that, like perhaps an artificial model. It's also so white. It's so white. And separated in the middle. That's a quote.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Weird.
Yeah. That was
very distraught. But after finding the body, she goes to the neighbor's or someone's someone nearby's house, calls the police, and goes to the shoe repair store with her 3-year-old child.
Yeah. You got to get shoes. You can't. A dead body's not going to stop me from getting my child some shoes.
I mean,
They're not even getting shoes. They're getting their shoes fixed.
I mean, honestly.
They're going to Adam Sandler's store like, hey, sir, can you cobble me some fucking shoes, bruh? I don't know if they talked like that back then.
I'm sure
I'd
they
assume
did.
that's where the kids got it, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
From the oldies.
The kids now.
Everything comes back.
Bro, I don't see why you would need shoe repair
wife.
when there was probably shoes on the dead body. Like, you could have just... I know there wasn't, but... Yeah. I mean,
gonna
there
say-
might have been.
I
You
was
know,
gonna
if
say
you see
body
shoes on a dead body, like, I mean, isn't it kind of free game?
You a size 14? Shit. That's what I wear for comfy shoes, like my slippers, size 14s.
Jesus.
I just do it to look cool. I wear size 16s. I got the 18 Shaquille O'Neal fucking specials.
See, I wear the shoes that look like you have bigger feet, but it's just like a size like 5 in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you put a shoe inside the shoe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I prefer the big shoes, but they never stay on, so I have to literally glue them every time to my feet. It's the only way
The
they
soles
stay
of
on.
your foot must look like shit.
Yeah. I think like when I have to like rip them off, it like is really good for my skin though, so that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting you a pet egg for your birthday. It's
Pet
coming up.
eggs were nuts. That shit was actually kind of nice. I remember having one of those.
I just use a girl brush.
Nice.
Oh.
Sick. But anyways,
Lit.
yeah. Bitch is found side of the road, fucking cut in
Butt
half,
naked.
butt naked, white as hell.
No blood.
Yeah, nothing. In fucking with arms above her forehead, fucking like she's cheering at a football game or
Yeah.
something. Like,
And that comes in later, too. So Elizabeth Short was found that morning, cut in half at the waist, naked, posed in a particular
Whoa,
fashion,
naked.
hands above her head, legs out, or legs spread out apart but straight.
ooh, legs spread out.
Yeah,
Ooh,
dude.
yum.
Her head was bludgeoned, and pieces of her flesh had been surgically cut out. She was given a Chelsea's grin, which is like Heath Ledger scars from
Right.
Batman. It's called a Chelsea's grin because in Chelsea they fucking put a credit card in your mouth and beat the shit out of you, and it cuts your cheeks open.
Interesting.
I read that they called it a Glasgow.
A Glasgow?
Yeah, it's called that as well.
Glasgow smile. Nice. I had to look. I looked over the picture of it, and it just showed some dude. I don't know who it was, but had the fucking scars, and I was like, how'd you become the model for this Wikipedia picture?
Like Chibs from Sons of Anarchy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Glasgow Rainbow.
Maybe that's who it was. Maybe, yeah. I don't know. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah. And her eyes were wide open, which is honestly, if I find a dead naked girl cut in half and her eyes are open, that's just gonna freak me out
Like,
so much more.
Like, how far away was her torso from her legs?
Like literally, it was just like inches apart.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it all ties together later.
I didn't know if she.
Because this is an unsolved case, but it's definitely been solved.
Yeah, I think so.
I thought
a little bit.
they know who the murderer is, aren't it?
They have an idea.
Which if and it's
There were
I think
three
it's-
really big suspects.
You think
Right.
it was this chick with the going to get her kids' shoes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Damn.
She was a self-reporting Sarah.
Yeah. Sus, Sarah.
Self-report, bitch.
You're sus.
You self-reporter.
Yeah, bro.
I played with her before. She always self-reports, bro.
If you see a dead body with the eyes open, like be a Chad and just go close her eyes for
God,
her.
I
you
wish
know?
I had a fucking soundbite. The alarm from fucking Among Us.
Oh yeah. Super
Right.
sus, Sarah.
You gotta put.
That's the best I can do. That's the best I can do. I'm here. I'm queer. Deal with it. Like,
You gotta put some fucking.
We're doing it live.
Gold coins on
Doing
her
it
eyes.
live.
Close them.
I was almost asleep on the new couch in my garage, and Michael Snapchatted me from my basement. At first, I was like, "Bro, your basement looks a lot like my basement." And I was like, "Wait, that's my computer."
Nice.
Yeah. Anywho, yeah. So the body was drained of blood, and it was placed like a modern art piece. Yeah, that's how it was described by the police.
What's the best way to drain blood out of a human?
Well, I would assume if you cut them in half, hang them by their wrists and ankles, and just fucking let it drip out.
I guess, yeah.
Reminds me of the first episode of Dexter or something. Like the first body that he finds and shit, I think, is like same thing. This body's just drained of blood, and I was like, man, I'm learning a lot today. I'm learning how to do a lot of things.
Are you telling me that Dexter imitated this murder?
It wasn't Dexter, and if everyone's
Oh.
seen the show, you'd know. It was.
Yeah, I watched like 3 episodes, and I was
Oh.
like, not for me.
Well, have you seen it?
I saw it. He's also like a detective guy.
Yeah,
Blood
yeah.
splatter
He's
analysis.
forensic guy. Yeah.
So he was looking at that one.
Yeah, I know the concept.
Yeah, it was alright.
You ever
Take
plan it? You ever
the
gonna-
concept of
I
watching
heard it's
Dexter,
coming back.
put it in my mouth.
Yeah,
Yum, yum.
they are. I heard I need to finish watching.
They're doing it with his daughter though, right? Like his daughter's gonna be the new Dexter.
Weird.
Oh, I have no clue, no idea.
It's set in the year like 3001.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta keep watching
Trek.
because it was like really good. The first 2 seasons were fucking amazing.
It went all downhill.
And then I don't know how the later seasons were, but yeah, first 2 were awesome. Learned a lot about killing people.
And how to get away with it. So Elizabeth Short was an aspiring actress who had moved from Massachusetts.
A failed aspiring
Yeah,
actress.
she like many aspiring actresses at the time was working as a waitress. At this point in time, newspapers were romanticizing murder cases, and because Stephen King wasn't a thing yet, so no one had anything to read that was spooky.
Yeah.
Spoopy.
And yeah, so they coined the moniker the Black Dahlia Murder because of her black hair. Fucking super creative. Doing God's work at the LA Times in the 40s, bro.
There was something they talked about, like, I don't know if they said there was like a movie or something that was called The Blue Dahlia, and some thought it might have came from there. I think they said from a local shop, people started calling it the Black Dahlia, and it just spread. I don't remember
Yeah.
exactly how, but yeah.
And then once it gets printed in the LA Times, boom, bingo,
Boom.
bango, bungo. We got
The
ourselves
first
a
guy
fucking
who came
nickname.
up with that's like, that was me! I said that!
Yeah.
I'd want credit. If I fucking coined the name for a dead chick and the murderer, I'd want credit.
Yeah. It was, it's basically become one of the most famous United States murder mystery, which the mystery part kind of to me, I'm just like, but is it a mystery or do we know? Like,
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, and we'll get into that. So for those of you listening that have no fucking idea what we're talking about, a lot of foreshadowing here. The autopsy showed that Short died of a hemorrhage and shock. Marks on her legs, wrists, neck, and thigh showed that she had been bound and tortured. The slits in her mouth were made while she was still alive. And she had suffered a concussion, and the cuts on her body were clean, raising suspicion of surgical expertise. So it wasn't like a crackhead murder with a pocket knife, basically,
Right.
is what I'm getting at.
Right, he has a pocket knife and he saws through the whole body. God damn it, I thought this would be easier.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like in 1940, like, someone would have definitely noticed when someone's busting out a power tool at fucking 4 a.m. Like, you don't have a hacksaw or a sawzall.
Yeah.
You're like,
I mean,
let me turn the bandsaw on and fucking...
Hey, neighbor, what's going on?
You don't think you could have just done it with a regular saw?
I mean, probably. Yeah, that's the most realistic thing, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to make fun of it.
Pocket knife.
When did that one movie come out with a Psycho or whatever?
Like American Psycho? Or Psycho, like the Hitchcock movie?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
it was around this. It was based in the same time period.
Yeah,
Right?
for the most part, it'd probably be close.
So I mean, there's like, at that time, the cops don't know how to really do anything forensically.
Yeah, no, there's no forensic anything.
Right.
It's just like,
I mean,
I
they
don't know,
don't-
have you ever played L.A. Noire?
Uh-uh.
This case is in the video game L.A. Noire. If you play it right, you can
Nice.
investigate the Black Dahlia murder.
Nice. And they have a lot of the information in it. Have you?
Nope.
Okay.
But you can tell one of the suspects that you beat your wife too. So fucking stupid.
Yeah, dude, of
Can you
course I beat my
actually?
wife. It's the 40s.
Yeah, I beat. I can't do this in like 20 years. I'm gonna get it out while I can.
Those crazy bastards.
Yeah, so 9 days after Short was found, an envelope arrived to Los Angeles Medical Examiner's office with several of Short's belongings, including her social security card, birth certificate, personal photos, and her address book. The address book is important later because of the fact that several pages were ripped out of said address book. All of the items were cleaned of fingerprints using gasoline. So, like, this is the forensic level that we're dealing with, is like gasoline's gonna stop you, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, gasoline would stop it now.
Yeah, I guess.
Said there was a note before, too, that got sent there saying, I'm going to send you some personal shit.
Yeah.
Of hers,
Yeah, there was
so
like
get ready.
13 letters sent in total to the police and press, and they were made out of newspaper clippings and...
Yeah, how original, man. Everyone's done that before already.
Like a
Just
fucking
kidding.
Nickelodeon.
It's probably like where it started, maybe. I don't know.
It's like Nickelodeon, like, I got your fucking doll in my
Right.
treehouse, like, you'll never get her. No.
Do you think that's where it started? I wonder where newspaper clipping.
It was kind of weird one
started.
time. In like 6th grade, our teacher had us make one of those.
Yeah, I remember doing something like that too.
Like, why in 6th grade were we making our own ransom notes?
Yeah. That's like teaching us. That's like, yeah. Way to teach us how to kill people and get away with it.
That's how you get away with making a ransom note. You make the person you're holding a ransom make it. That's day one stuff. Come on.
Right. Hell yeah.
It's every day, bro.
It's only got little Timmy's prints on it.
Only Timothy has touched this. No.
Yep, that's his handwriting.
Just the mom's crying like, yeah, that's him. He makes his A's that way.
This came out of a newspaper.
He doesn't know the difference between a B and a D. Oh my God, it's Timmy.
That'd be awesome. And not awesome. But awesome. At the same time.
So many of the 13 letters were signed the Black Dahlia Avenger. So I guess the guy took a nickname from the nickname. It's fucking psycho.
I am the moniker.
Yeah, this is where the Zodiac Killer got the idea. We know that for sure.
Yeah.
But his was way more elaborate. It had puzzles and like you had to play tic-tac-toe with the police chief to figure out.
You're right.
Like,
this guy was just fucking didn't know what he was doing. Confused man.
confetti. Just fucking brain confetti.
Maybe confused, maybe not. We'll talk more about that, but yeah. Definitely don't know what's going on.
So at this time in LA, the mob was in town handling Hollywood. And that's a huge thing, too, about this. Is like, this is like Hollywood. Like, when Hollywood was starting. Because it used to be New York. And then everyone was like, yo, fuck New York. We're going to California. And then Hollywood becomes a thing. And, yeah, so the police were corrupt because of the mob. There were a couple of Jim Gordon types in the LAPD, but they can't do shit with one good cop and 20 bad cops in a fucking precinct.
Yeah.
We've all seen Batman. We know how it goes.
Mm-hmm. Can't trust nobody.
I'm not wearing hockey pads. Oh, man. So basically every man in LA was questioned. 40 boners from her address book were brought in for questioning. And they all said they went on one date with her and cut ties. And look, I'm not like slut shaming here. But when I read about that the first time and then like read about it again when I was doing notes for this show years later, I'm like, man, I had the same idea. She was probably a prostitute.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay,
I don't know.
How do you think she got the money to... I don't know.
She worked at Denny's, bro.
Yeah, but how do you think she got the money to fucking go from Massachusetts to California?
Bro,
you gotta fuck a bunch of dudes and get your bus money.
So either A, she was a prostitute, or B, all those guys were lying and they actually got turned down. We're like, we went on a date. I totally turned her down though. Totally didn't want anything to do with her. Are you sure? Because like, if you did, we'd probably have to take you in for questioning. Oh, definitely not.
I don't know what like it was like back in the times, but I don't know, man. Just the idea of an address. I'm sure it was normal back then to have an address book.
I think I remember my parents having an address book.
Yeah, I don't. My dad just remembered that shit. My dad's a fucking psycho.
I'd have to have shit written down. Thank God we live in a world right now where I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Actually, I take that back. Sometimes I wish people just leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah. I feel that.
But also, I want to look at iFunny and play games on my phone, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But I don't know what Hollywood was like in the 40s. I guess like the only thing I know about it is this case and playing LA Noire.
Mm-hmm.
That's my understanding of Hollywood in the 40s. I don't know.
feel like I watched
really
a
knows?
movie about it back in the 40s, but yeah, who fucking knows? It was probably in a lot better shape than it is now. Well, actually, I don't know.
I don't know, man. We know that fucking Harold Weinstein got away with sexually assaulting women for what, 40 years? Fucking
True.
Bill Cosby, same deal.
Yep. All right, better. I wonder how many homeless people lived there though, like back in the day. Like how many homeless people
Well,
were
back then
in the
the
40s?
cops could just walk down the street and crack you in the head. Probably wasn't a lot.
Nah. And
Go
I
get a
mean,
job at McDonald's.
Shit, a lot of people didn't even go to California until like 49. That's what, the 49ers is.
No, that's 1849.
Is it really?
Yeah.
The gold rush.
I'm
Yeah,
not
that's the gold rush, brother.
Isn't there still like a shit ton of gold there?
I don't know.
Probably somewhere.
I'm going to get it.
There's
Me
a gold.
too.
There's a gold toilet somewhere in Mike Tyson's old house.
I'm going
He
to
didn't
steal
want
that
that?
thing.
Shit.
Or no, never mind. He had a gold bathtub. Donald Trump has a gold toilet. And that's in New York City.
Life goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Pooping in a gold toilet though. I'd rather wipe my butt with gold paper, I guess.
Yeah.
No, gold paper, your finger would go right through it. You'd just be fingering your poopy asshole.
It's the way you do it.
Don't you guys do that anyway?
No.
Yeah, so what you do is you only use one sheet and you stick your finger through it and then you just wipe everything with your finger and then just clean it off with a piece of tissue.
That literally makes me want to throw up.
And then sometimes, so you get the little piece that you ripped off or whatever and you use that to clean underneath your fingernail.
That's,
So I don't have fingernails, so when I do that, no poop gets stuck in there.
I'm literally going to peel my fingernails off with a pair of pliers after this. The police also questioned around 300 USC medical students about the case because, again, surgical expertise was suspected.
Right. They probably saw that and they're like, damn, this is some clean shit. The fuck?
Yeah.
Like every other murder they've ever seen, it's like just botched. Like a botched fucking back alleyway kidney surgery or something.
Yeah. Just fucking black market shit. Eventually, one of the Black Dahlia Avenger letters had a single fingerprint on it, but the police didn't have a matching fingerprint on file.
Yep.
Bum, bum, bum.
Guy never was arrested.
Nope. No one was ever arrested in the trial or the case of the Black Dahlia murder.
Well, I meant before the guy that
Right.
had his fingerprint found was never arrested before.
Yeah. No, not at all. Or detained or anything.
No. Or worked for the government, because I know a lot of times when you're working for the government,
Yeah.
you gotta get them fingies.
So this is where shit gets fun. If you like murder.
Murder.
It's Murder Monday here at the
Murder,
WRK
murder,
podcast. So there were three main suspects throughout the whole investigation. So suspect number one, numero uno, is traveling salesman and former Army musician Robert Red Manley. He was working when he saw Short at a bus stop. And he found her in San Diego. Shit, my brain just stopped for a second. Holy crap. It's been doing that a lot lately.
Yeah.
He tried to get her into his car several times to give her a ride, but she wouldn't acknowledge him. She eventually got in his car, and they went on several dates later. Short called him to come pick her up, and they bunked up in a hotel together. And he eventually dropped her off at the Biltmore Hotel at about 6:30 p.m. January 9th, and that's the last recorded person ever seen her alive. So this happened on the 15th. The last person to see her alive was on the 9th.
I think now I don't know if this is true or not, but I thought that they said that I guess for sure person that saw her, but I think they also said some of the people in the hotel thought they saw her, making calls in the lobby and stuff, and
Yeah, just as far as the case is involved, he was
people
like
might have seen her, as far as the case, but I think people even saw her at a restaurant that was half a mile away, but who knows? I'm not sure their brains worked that well back in the day.
Actually, in the last I think it said 2,000 years, the human brain has substantially gotten smaller.
Yeah, but we're at least looking for people giving us lies. I think we're more aware that people could show you something and be like, did you see this person? And we'd be like, I don't know, because that's happened before. But like back in the day, I bet people were like, yeah, I saw that person. You know, I saw that person.
Do you think maybe their brains weren't smaller, but they were just smoother?
Yes.
They definitely didn't have wrinkle brain. They didn't have 5 heads. They had 4 heads.
It just
Smooth
different
brain
minds. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if our brains are just fucking. I mean, we used to be giants, right? So
Why do I need a
smaller
smaller brain, or why do I need a bigger brain, dude? I have a cell phone. You know what I'm saying? What the
Google
fuck's the
will
point?
answer every question.
We're gonna die in like fucking 80 years, anyways.
Yeah, fuck it.
Who cares?
80 years, Jesus.
Dude, technology, man, better keep me alive.
I
Till
don't
I'm like
think I want to
150.
be 100.
I do. I'm gonna have a robot fucking bodysuit and like playing football and shit and the fucking.
Going in time machine, Scrooge. We need you to save Christmas way future. I'm the ghost of Christmas future. I just talked to him. No, from the way future.
Oh god. I thought I saw something about Think You Should Leave starting like working on another season.
No shit.
I think. I don't
They
remember.
fucking better.
Oh my god.
Because that dude, I'm gonna get one of those fucking piano, organ, drum, cymbals machine, and that's gonna be playing at my funeral.
Yes.
Oh man. But yeah, so that was the last recorded bro that saw her.
Yeah. So Red claimed his innocence and willingly took 2 polygraph tests, which he passed both. Years later, he was given sodium pentanol, which at the time was called true serum. And again, he passed the questioning that he received.
Yeah.
Which
Wasn't
true serum
true
isn't,
serum.
it's not a real thing.
He's just like, man, I am fucking high right now, you guys.
It's like giving someone fucking oregano and being like, oh, are you high right now? Like, Are you telling the truth right
I
now?
don't know.
Yo, that'd be nuts. Just he'd
It's
be
like some
tripping.
Professor Snape shit, bro.
He's like, yeah, I'll take truth serum. I'm not if it's gonna make me tell the truth, sure. And they inject him, and he just fucking is tripping balls, and he's like, "What the fuck is going on?
Did you do it, man?
Are melting."
I'm not answering any questions until the hippo leaves the room.
Yeah. And then really it was just a really large lady, and she just starts crying and runs out of the room.
God damn it, Bernice.
Hell no.
We're trying to get this guy to falsely commit himself to the crime.
I don't think that it was this guy.
No, it wasn't this guy. I don't think so. 100%. I have a very, very strong opinion on who it is.
Yeah, it's like I'm not 100% sure. But
I think
I'm 100% sure.
If I know who you're going to say next, I think it's him.
That's not who I was going to say next.
Oh.
Michael Carry On.
Yeah, so Manley coincidentally died in 1986 on January 15th after accidentally falling in his Anaheim, California apartment, reaching for something in the freezer the same way my grandma died.
No shit.
I'm not sure if this was him. I thought it was. Was this the guy that literally died on the day, 30 years on the day?
The 39-year anniversary.
Or like on the fucking anniversary he died.
Shit.
Yeah, January 15th, 1986. Yep.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Karma, dude. You should have saved her, bro.
It's fucking... Dude,
That's Jesus telling you did a bad job.
How Edgar Allan poetic is that shit?
Yeah.
Very.
Like, you can't, dude. Like, no, that's some Shakespearean Edgar Allan Poe fucking dark.
Do you think that they're together now?
Because they were fucking, dude. They're
They're
fucking.
probably together now.
After he
The
died.
reports were like they platonically lived in a hotel room with each other for like 3 weeks, and I'm like, yeah, platonically lived in a hotel room. Okay.
Yeah.
Just like in the newspapers when they didn't want to say that they were gay, they never married or whatever.
Platonically. Dude, I read that and I was like, no, they were fucking... He was rearranging her guts before
Bro.
the guy fucking cut out her guts. You know what
0
I'm
to
saying?
60 doing her butt.
Yeah. He was all up in that ass. All
like,
gas, no brakes in that ass.
What you do when you're too small, you just say, "Oh, am I?" Just jam it up the butt. Right in the butt.
So I've heard this thing. I don't know who I heard it from, but they were telling me that you can check a woman for some STD. I don't know what it is with earwax. And if you put your finger in your ear and then put it in them, then it'll jump apparently because it like interacts with the.
Yeah, I have no idea. Never heard of anything like that.
Is that a urban myth?
Well, we better try and find out.
Couldn't fucking tell you. Yeah, fuck. So,
Hey, do you have STDs? Yeah. Can I try something?
do you got the clap?
Can I stick earwax in your pussy? Yeah.
Like, I know your Tinder profile says you're into weird shit. Like, how weird?
How weird are we getting?
Yeah, how weird can we go?
I also need to count how many guys you've slept with in the last year. Research purposes.
Writing a university dissertation.
I'm not trying to have sex with you because I like you. I do this for research. Get laid way more.
I'm doing a dissertation called Your Mom's a Hoe.
Mm-hmm.
How many dicks?
Is this earwax gonna flare up? Are you gonna jump?
You gonna jump?
Is that what it is? You just jam it up there and they jump and they freak out and you're like, oh my god, you
like
have
when,
STDs.
like when a cat turns around and sees a cucumber on the floor?
Yep.
How many dicks?
It is a lot on Reddit.
Does it work for guys with AIDS? Can you stick earwax up your dude's butt and see if he jumps?
Is he a bottom or a top?
I've done my fingers and I'll jam it up someone's cheeks and they always jump.
Same.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Thumb in the butt.
Not me though, because I don't have AIDS. I shove all my fingers up my butt way far and I don't jump at all. That's how I know I don't have AIDS.
Yeah.
I do the whole fist just to make sure. Just to make sure. I get elbow deep, not even joking. I'm that flexible.
It's taking a really weird turn.
Yeah. That
You
got
can
weird.
find the pictures on Pornhub and the videos on my OnlyFans.
Oh.
I'll put that in the description.
All right, so anyway, suspect number 2 in 1997, the 50th anniversary of the murder. The LA Times interviewed the last remaining detective on the case, Ralph Asdell. Asdell claimed that within a few weeks of the investigation, he found the man that he believed to be responsible for the murder. He had received a few tips from eyewitnesses saying that they had seen a strange man near an empty lot where the body was later found. Other witnesses told him that they remember seeing a black car leave the area around dawn. Asdell found a man matching the description with a car matching the description. And here's the kicker. The guy had just had his car professionally repainted after the murder.
Weird.
What did he say what it was before though?
Black.
And he had it painted to a different color.
Yep.
Okay. Like
I think I got it painted like navy blue or some shit like that.
What are you hiding?
Swear to me. I don't know, dude. It's just fucking... Yeah, I don't know. But it's super coincident. I still don't think it was this guy either.
Nope.
And because
Right.
there was no tangible evidence linking said man to the crime, his name was never released.
I think one of the guys said that he just saw him dumping lawn clippings or some shit.
Just on the dead body. Just like,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Oh, is this where the trash goes? Okay.
What?
He's just like, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah.
You gotta get it somehow.
Dude, was actually really... I just remember this. Where the body was found is where Crenshaw Heights, like that neighborhood. Like where NWA was. It turned into Compton.
Oh, okay. Right on.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I might have just made that up.
Hell no.
I'm pretty sure, but I might have just made that up.
That's funny.
All right, I'm at like 60% sure right now.
You had a dream last night, and you're like, no way, bro.
No way, dude. Little
The
Ice
guys
Cube
on the-
was hanging out with the fucking...
Right. They're like, damn, a body, if someone died there, that's a hood-ass place. I'm going.
Oh,
You can kill people and get away with it? What? Okay.
oh, man. So this is where we get into the meat and potatoes of the fucking Black Dahlia murder.
Booty.
Dr. George Hodel was suspected by one detective, Hodel, his own son.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is the guy I think it is too.
Yeah. This is the guy that I 100% think it is.
Dude,
Like,
you said meat and potatoes, and I think I just got a little fucking like roast beef and potato fucking smell.
and Dylan probably just let one rip.
You let one rip and walked right past me. That motherfucker.
Yeah, you got crop dusted, my friend.
That, I mean, at least it smelled like meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's got to. He just said that he shoves his whole fist in his ass. It's not going to smell like fart. It's going to smell like whatever the fuck he's eating.
I was eating meat and potatoes yesterday.
Dude's getting himself a colonoscopy every night. Like, I don't know. Fuck.
Just reach in there and grab it all out.
Yeah. He hasn't even, I've never seen him poop, so that might be a thing. So George Hodel was not a practicing surgeon, but he was said to have breezed through medical school and was considered a genius there. He ran a venereal disease clinic from his home in LA, which is that's the murder house from American Horror Story. If you guys have watched American Horror Story season 1.
It's his house.
It's his air quotes his house.
Oh, okay. I
Like,
didn't know
not
they were
his, but they kind of...
It's based on him, yeah.
Right
Because
on.
like early American Horror Story wasn't like we're gonna like they weren't doing like Richard Ramirez is in this season and shit like that. They were
Yeah.
doing like, oh, this
Based
fake doc,
off of
yeah, it's
something.
based off of it, like based on a true story.
Oh, is it... Wait, was he in one of the episodes? Did he
He's in
show up?
a lot of episodes.
This, like, based off this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because it was suspected that he was also running a Hollywood abortion clinic in his operation room as well. And so all the actresses that would get knocked up would come to him. And it gave him a deep insight on who was fucking who in Hollywood, resulting in him becoming very powerful and influential in the city of fallen angels.
Getting it.
Yeah, he was probably pretty good at abortions, considering having to probably give an abortion to a family member,
Yeah.
which we'll probably talk about.
Yes, we're definitely going to be talking about that. You think we're going to talk about this shit and not talk about that? You crazy. You know me? Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, he was super powerful and influential with the mafia, the fucking corrupt police, Hollywood itself. Like, just everyone was in his office. And his son, Steve Hodel, found personal photos of a woman believed to be Elizabeth Short before she dyed her hair black in his office in a lockbox.
And I mean, I didn't look at them very well, but I mean, they have some resemblance. I should have looked closer at the faces to really try and see, but they weren't they were good pictures, but it wasn't like...
But like 1940s pictures.
Right.
Yeah.
So who the hell knows?
Yeah, it's up in the air, but I mean, just the resemblance of I don't know.
In a lockbox too, like...
Yeah,
He wanted to remember.
yeah, dude, this guy, Dr. George Hodel, was a fucking cunt.
Yeah.
Complete, total cunt. like,
Friggin' cunt.
like, you might think like just because his son's calling him out for the murder, it's like, oh, my dad was a dick. No, this guy was a fucking evil monster. Old school Hollywood. Like, dude, you think Harvey Weinstein's bad? This guy is fucked.
Yeah.
He is fucked.
He's fucked, bud.
Absolutely
The guy is
fucked.
fucked.
So-
Absolutely fucked.
Short and Dr. Hodel were believed to have had a romantic relationship, and had been spotted at a hotel together in L.A. Remember where the last place she was fucking alive?
The
hotel.
in LA.
Yeah.
Do you think fucking old dude fucking saw her fucking the other dude?
I don't know.
Hodel was
maybe that was their hookup spot because Hodell's married.
Yeah, maybe Hodel saw fucking, short fucking the other dude that Red, yeah, and he was like, "Fuck this bitch, chop you in half."
See, and that's a thought, but it doesn't make sense later that it was a crime of jealousy and passion.
And plus, too, I think her going to the hotel, which I would have assumed had been confirmed with her sister, because I think her sister was coming to meet her, and that's like why she got dropped off there, and I don't know.
Yeah, threesome, obviously.
Yeah, threesome, obviously.
Yeah.
Maybe she needed an abortion, and she said, "I know a guy."
But you gotta fuck him first.
Yeah.
He's really into pregnant chicks. The later the term, the better.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
It's a stipulation.
Yeah, so Dr. Hodel accused his father of another murder as well. The murder of Jane French. She was killed in a similar fashion, but not cut in half, and had BD written on her with red lipstick. And the BD signature is important in the investigation of Dr. Hodel. But this is where it's like, was it a crime of passion that he found out that she was sleeping around? Because that wouldn't make sense if he does it again 3 weeks later,
Yeah. Oh, so this killing was done 3 weeks beforehand?
3 weeks after the Black
and
Dahlia.
what did you say her name was?
Jane French.
Because I think I also read, too, I don't know where the fuck I put it, but there was also some other bitch where did I put that?
Yep,
and there was Spalding or something.
There was one there was one again later and one after that.
Yeah. Did you find out, were they all done with the same, like, let them bled dry kind of fashion, or like abused before?
So Jane French had chunks of her body missing, as did Short.
Right.
She was bludgeoned, like her head was crushed a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was literally almost the same murder except for without getting cut in half.
Yeah.
And then he wrote BD on her. So BD was in several of the letters sent to the press and police.
Baby daddy.
Yeah, or Black Dahlia.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
Big dick.
No, that's a little dick move. And a forensic expert matched the handwriting to Dr. Hodel's.
Oh, yeah, I remember reading about that it had, like, resemblance and shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And they had an expert person, too. Like, someone, you know, it's not just like I know I'm talking shit on their, ability to think, but when you have an expert on it, it's like, that's all they do.
I don't know. Experts are weird to me. You can be an expert on something that nobody knows about, and you could just be lying out your ass.
I mean, yeah, he could have. He could just been like, yep, this is the same. Just like those people, but...
It's like in the Zodiac when they track down the movie poster that the Zodiac, the most dangerous game, and the handwriting matches the fucking movie poster. The person who wrote the movie... Like, that's just in the movie, but... Yeah, like it's an actual, like, handwriting analysis is an actual field of study for criminology.
Which is shit, like, if they don't match, then they don't match. But if they match, you're going to be like, well, these fucking match, Yeah. So, unless they're writing their letters out like a fucking, like, 6th grader who has to do them perfectly through the lines, or maybe that's too old. Maybe when the fuck did we learn to write? 1st grade?
I don't know.
I didn't learn to read until I was fucking 15.
I don't remember learning anything. I just remember shit.
I still can't fucking write. If someone tried to use my handwriting to see if it matched, every letter I do is completely fucking different than the last. I literally just wipe my hand across the paper in words form.
Yeah, it's basically cursive anyway.
Yeah, basically.
So, another fucking interesting fact about Dr. Hodel. He drove a black 1936 Packard that matched the description of the car scene where the body was found. He had also bought in several 50-pound bags of concrete, which is what they believe he stuffed the body into and used to transport.
And
Which a 50-pound bag of concrete isn't that big.
well, and this is something that I'm not sure if they like how. I don't remember what they said, but close to the body there wasn't there a bag of concrete?
Yeah, an empty bag of concrete.
So I don't fucking know. Yeah, that seems real fishy, Mister.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Seems real fishy, Mister.
Dr. Hodel, man, I'm telling you, he's the guy.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
he's
the guy.
has to be.
The body was posed in a fashion that matched artwork by Dr. Hodel's friend Man Ray, yeah, I know Man Ray. I
Man
fucking
Ray
thought that was
Fish.
the dumbest shit ever.
Wait, isn't that the bad guy? Fucking one of the
SpongeBob?
SpongeBob.
I think
Yeah.
he's Stingray. Isn't
Manta
he?
Manta Ray.
Manta Ray.
Manta Ray.
Yeah.
It's where they probably got him from, based off of a true story.
So there's a artwork done by him where it's a mannequin posed in the exact same fashion that they found short, and in the mannequin is like an old school mannequin, so it's like got like the hip part, and then a rod connected to the chest part, and then a rod connected to the head part, and then the hands are arms, and exact same fashion. That's where the body was separated in almost the exact same distance as in the painting.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's just like the fucking little paper airplanes in the towers.
Yeah. And so Hodel idolized Man Ray and wanted to be an artist like him. And Detective Hodel, his son, believes that the Black Dahlia murder was his way of becoming an artist like Man Ray, was imitating his work by killing women.
And he went back to Man Ray and said, if you think you're an artist, check this shit out.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Hodel also had a daughter named Tamar, and Hodel made his daughter as a 10-year-old girl pose nude for Man Ray's art.
Weird.
Very weird.
Very Hollywood, though.
Very
Yeah,
Hollywood.
very Hollywood.
Like, dude, like it's like Roman Polanski vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird shit.
Dude, Hollywood is so fucked. Like, it. How long did Roman Polanski like get on being a pedophile, like open pedophile?
50 years.
And literally in the 2018 fucking Golden Globes, what's that bitch, Gwyneth Paltrow, was like, we need to let Roman Polanski back into the United States. He is an artist.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's 2018 and he fucks boys. Mm-hmm. Let him die in France. At least he's away.
At least he's not our problem anymore.
Fuck that turd.
Yeah, I wonder with all this
No,
stuff.
bring him back. I fucking.
Yeah, I don't think that guy would survive on the streets.
No, I think he would. He probably has enough money for security and shit.
Yeah, you're
I'll
probably
kill
right.
him.
I don't know. It's going to be a recreation of our podcast cover photo.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, I don't know.
That's
But it's just, dude, it's just fucking Hollywood. Like, they let people be sexual predators just because
they're
it's
powerful.
Hollywood. Like, it's so fucking... I'm over it. Well, I'm not over it, but it's like, fuck
Yeah.
well. Like, why is this still a thing?
Yeah, that's crazy though. That's like a for him to do that. It's like such a dead giveaway. Like I almost want to just. I wish I could know what was going through their minds back when he was like. Back when he was, God, what do you call it? Investigating his dad, and it's like, do you guys fucking see this? Like, I have the answers. It's my dad.
Yeah.
It's my fucking dad. I snuck into his room
Oh, and
when he was making dinner, and I found these.
Yeah, it could, like, we'll get into that in very shortly too. So Tamar, his daughter that was posing nude at 10 for Man Ray's art, had been trained by her father, Dr. Hodel, in oral sex by the age of 11. That was the verbiage that was used. He trained her in oral sex.
Well, you gotta know what you gotta do when fucking you get sold off.
When he's pimping her out.
Yeah, by the time she was 14, he was pimping her out to Hollywood celebrities and artists of the time.
Oh,
So you're talking like the people that were in Hitchcock movies were fucking this 14-year-old girl.
yeah.
That John Wayne fucking this girl.
Probably.
Dude, it's absolutely fucking insane. And when she was 15, she gave birth to a child in San Francisco. The baby named Fauna Hodel. And she was adopted and moved to Nevada and almost didn't find out who she was and how she came about until she dug into Dr. Hodel's research. And so it's possible due to claims that Dr. Hodel is Grandpa Dad.
Grandpa Dad.
Grandpa Dad. Or it could be John Wayne's baby.
Could be John Wayne's baby.
Daddy Grandpa, though.
I like Daddy Grandpa. That's a good name.
What?
I mean, imagine trained her in oral sex, and that's it. This dad does that, and he's not gonna fucking go further. Bet you that Hodel was just fucking railing his daughter nonstop.
Yeah, and the thing, like, those people, they want to keep it in the family, too, so might as well be Daddy, Grandpa, Great-Grandpa, Dad.
Yeah, that's what he's thinking, probably.
I need to create a new one. This one's getting a little old.
He's like, I don't trust those doctors that say that this kid's gonna have a tail. I'm surprised with what he did, though. That's why I didn't know for sure, but I thought with like him, doing like abortions and stuff. I didn't really find it out that she gave birth, but I would have thought they would have done.
She ran away when she was 15.
Oh, so
yeah.
She probably thought that he was going to make her get an abortion.
So what happened was Ashton Kutcher built a time machine because the U.S. government won't do anything about child sex slavery, but Ashton Kutcher will. And Ashton Kutcher, he has a time machine, and he went back in time.
Yep.
Got that bitch out.
Mm-hmm. Gave her a new life. Good for her.
I don't know.
It's crazy you can run away at 15, and, like, you can do that now, but you're just like...
You're going to end up back at home.
Yeah.
It's fucked up that they can call the cops and be like, oh, my kid ran away. That's my property. Bring him back.
Yeah. When you're 16, can you file to
You can
separate?
file for emancipation, but you need I'm pretty sure at 16 you
guardian or
need a
something?
guardian, which can be any 18-year-old.
My buddy Joe, please, dude, you gotta help me. My parents suck.
Well, you have to like go to court over it too.
Yeah.
Like there's like a huge legal process to emancipating.
But the Emancipation Proclamation, that is not the same thing.
Ah. Damn, I thought that was... Man, I wanna see one of those court cases. I wanna see the look on a parent's face when they're like, man, our kid's really fucking leaving us? Damn. We must suck.
Most of the time, those parents are fucking...
Dog ass.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Alright, I'm trying to hit this word of the day.
Anyways, yeah, we'll probably get there.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. She was fucking like they have all this information about him so far, and that they fucking didn't do shit about it.
No, dude.
And like they had to have known.
When the police commissioner is fucking your daughter, you think he's gonna put you on trial for murder?
Right. Damn, you think fucking...
Dude, that's some fucking...
You think Commissioner Gordon was fucking...
No, but the guy before him was. So 3 years after the murder in 1950, Dr. Hodel, quote unquote, moved to the Philippines. In 1967, a woman in Manila in the Philippines was found dead in a vacant lot half a mile from his house in Black Dahlia fashion.
Chopped in half.
Not chopped in half. That was only the first one.
Oh damn, that must have... I thought Dahlia was the one who was half a mile from his house. Never mind.
See, I saw a lot of things that they were trying to... there was a bunch of other murders that they were called like the torso murders or something like that.
Probably, yeah.
And it was just a bunch of torsos. Fucking, they chop off the legs and shit and
Just leave the torso.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like, I mean, you want to kill someone, but you also want to make sure that those organs get found and go to a person who needs them. You know, he might kill people, but he's not a monster.
He is a doctor after all.
And that is
He's
why-
got a bone saw.
And that is why I am not a organ donor.
Because then someone would just try and kill you faster, man.
Yeah. Well, that's what actually happens. You know that, right? If you're an organ donor and they can't reach your family in a adequate amount of time, they'll thin your blood so they can use your organs for somebody else. Yep.
Nice.
Anyway, if this video gets 6,000 likes, I'm going to get "Do Not Resuscitate" tattooed on my lower back.
Oh, weird.
Upside down.
Wait, are we supposed to blow in this area or what?
So
Get the bike pump, funk.
So in 2012, documentary started coming about with Detective Steve Hodel over the case. Like, he started investigating the Black Dahlia murder after he retired from the LAPD. So he wasn't investigating his dad as a cop. He was doing it as a retired detective. And in 2012, they took a soil sample from the alleyway behind his LA home, and it tested positive for human remains. And those soil samples that they can test for human remains now it's inconclusive of when it was there, but it's within 200 years of the day the sample tested positive.
Right. Well, I mean, they found, I mean, 2 kid bodies in like underneath the fucking when they were digging for the fucking that Hy-Vee gas up there over by Get Air. They found, and they're like, oh, these were settlers. These were the people that settled fucking Cedar Falls.
These were Native Americans.
And it's like, bro, like, you found 2 fucking children's bodies, and you're just gonna put it off as they were fucking the settlers or Cedar Falls or whatever. Whatever.
Well, it's hard when your
just took a really
when your
long
police
nap.
officers are also firefighters. It's really fucking hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why they're trying to put a law against that.
They did. It passed.
It did pass?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, really?
Statewide.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell
statewide, yep.
So we're getting our fire department back.
And we're getting our cops back.
Well, the thing about it is, though, like, all our fucking firefighters with a lot of experience fucking quit
And moved away.
and moved away, you know? Like, so we're gonna get new firefighters in. Okay, that's a good thing. But
Let's go be firefighters.
How do I hook this up? How do I hook
Yeah,
the hose
exactly.
up? We
What-
can't get the fucking water out.
Dude,
We don't know
okay,
what's
so
going on.
What I'm telling you guys is there's a game on Steam called Firefighter Simulator.
is there really?
It's $14.99.
Oh, jeez.
We're all gonna get it tonight.
If it's
And we're gonna
VR,
train. It's not VR.
I need to get a VR system, dude. I think that'd be so ballin'.
Yeah, mine's ready for it, but I just like, dude, VR games. I feel like I'd throw up.
I feel like I'd be
Yeah.
able to take it for a little bit, and then I'd be like, all right, that was enough of that.
Like, I played that roller coaster game where you're shooting the clowns and shit, and like going through. It's like a haunted house, but you're like have a gun and you're
Right.
shooting. It's like an amusement park game, and I almost threw up. And
I'm
I played one level.
I'm just
Like,
waiting for
I
the,
didn't get very
the
into it.
shooter games to get better on there, because they're not terrible. Like, you watch them play, like, some of them look fucking like they'd be fun. It's just, how do I play one game and then I throw up? How soon do I throw up? Make it an hour before I throw up, then I'll think about it.
You gotta take the stuff that you take when you're on a boat.
The pills.
Yeah.
Ammonium.
Ammonium. Wait, no, that's the thing that makes you throw up.
Wait, you mean ecstasy?
Yeah, you
That
take
too.
ecstasy every time you play VR, you gotta take ecstasy.
I mean, I'm down.
It's the only way.
Alright. Who's got the ecstasies?
I don't know.
But yo,
Dr. Hodel.
talking
Dr.
about the
Hodel.
soil sample, it might have been 200, but I was fucking thought it said somewhere it was like 20 to 100 years. So like,
Or maybe that was it. It was within 20 to 100 years of the
so
sample.
that's fucking close. Like that's like, yo, how long you been alive? And we found
Like,
fucking.
we're talking, what, 57 to 2012? That's about
well
60
within
years.
the range.
Yep.
Wait, when they do the sampling?
2012.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. His mansion in LA, fucking lit. I would live there. That thing looks fucking sick.
I bet that thing's worth fucking how much? More than I could make in like 3 lifetimes. Not even that.
Unless you let the commissioner fuck your daughter.
Yeah. Well, I'll just go ahead and be poor. Yikes.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking... Yeah.
Kind of man.
It's
you
so
gotta
weird.
be-
Literally just being a pussy doctor in LA.
I think it's funny what I read about the people who tried to confess to the murder. I thought that shit was fucking funny as hell. Did you read anything about that? Like other people? So, they said that, like, during the course of the interview, or the investigation, I mean, during the course of that, they had, like, 60 people come forward to try and admit to being the killer. And they were like, most of them were men. And I was like, damn, there were some girls coming up in that joint saying, yeah, I did it. I killed the bitch. It was me. But lock me up. Like, what? Just because it was getting such a big case. And they said after the investigation was over, they did over 500. There was over 500 confessions. And they said they had a lot of them that, like, of people who went to confess to it and they weren't even born when the fucking crime happened. So it's like, bro, I don't know. That shit was nuts.
People want their fucking 15 minutes.
Yeah. I don't know. That shit was bonkers to me. Fucking people who just want to be famous so bad they're willing to try and go get themselves thrown into prison. Like, that's fucked up.
You weren't even born yet. Shit.
Shit. No, I swear, dog, it was me. It was me the whole time.
You weren't born. Shit.
Dog,
Shit.
Jamar, you're 15, dude. Go home. Your parents are worried.
God damn it, Gerald.
Yeah. I don't know. That shit was crazy to me. I love the thought of that, though, that it was like most of them were men. So there was some women walking up in that bitch trying to be like, it was me. I killed her.
I'm that
Really?
baby's daddy.
You knew how to, like, drain her and, like, hang her up and drain the blood. And they're like, where'd you hide the blood? I don't know.
I drank it.
I put it down my sink, you know?
My dad is used to be a fucking undertaker and shit like that, so they drain a lot of blood. You know, they just throw it down the drain.
True.
And then I'd be down there, and then they'd be just, you know, we'd be doing stuff, and they'd be draining the bodies and shit. And then all of a sudden, you know, like, Dad, I gotta go pee. I'll just pee in that same drain that I just drained the blood in. Mm-hmm. All right.
Gotta wash the blood down.
Right?
Yeah, dude.
But yeah,
Pneumonia.
That's crazy to me. That many people are willing to try and admit to a crime and go to jail for that. Over 500. 500
Jesus.
people that were like, I did it. Like, this was me.
Lock
Lock me up. Can you give us any information about, like, how you got the body there? Shit, I don't know. I carried it. Like, how'd you cut the body open? I had a pocket knife from home and a saw
And
that
a
I
shovel.
used. The body wasn't buried. Oh, I know. I knew that.
I used to shovel the stabber.
Well, it's just the same people that fucking write letters to Charles Manson and Richard Ramirez. There's fucking freaks out there, bro. They
Weird
listen to
thing.
Insane Clown Posse and they...
Dude, I just heard this weird fact. So, you know, everybody knows the MK Ultra experiments or whatever.
Yeah.
They were saying that Charles Manson, the Unabomber, the lyricist from fucking The Grateful Dead,
And you too.
and was it you two as well?
No.
Oh,
I
well,
was just
no,
throwing hands at Bono.
Fuck Bono.
A lot of these, there's like a lot of famous people that were like, you know, are tied to the fucking MK Ultra.
Yeah,
fucking
there's
experiments.
it's a book called Chaos that was written like either last year or the year before about declassified information about how they sent Charles Manson to San Francisco with LSD to try to see how susceptible people were when they were taking LSD.
Yeah.
And that's how the Manson family got started, was funded by the CIA.
Yeah.
And it's
was-
it's fact. It's not questionable.
was-
it's released fact.
Yeah,
Damn.
release fact. He was in the MK Ultra experiments.
Yeah.
Yes.
And just giving people LSD and like
And
shows
the
how
the Grateful Dead, it's been also released that they were traveling LSD. Like there was, I think it was their roadie was contracted with the CIA.
No, it was the lyricist.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was their bass player.
And he was contracted by the CIA to spread LSD across the country.
Yep.
well, where is it now, CIA? Where is it?
Was it?
And how do we find it so we can get rid of it?
$1
I want to know.
banger back in the day.
Unless you're looking for people to sell the LSD, then, hit me up. But what, you're telling me you're going to brainwash me and make me a better person?
Contract? Like you get pulled over with a fucking cooler full, like literally just like an igloo cooler full of LSD. And the cop's like, what the fuck is this? And you pull out your badge. You're like, go fuck yourself, bud.
You look like a fucking hippie.
off.
You're like tripping.
You just
like,
hand
what's
him-
up,
you hand him
officer? Oh, no, this is all legal, bro. Talk to my boss.
You hand him a business card and it just has like the Langley landline.
Oh,
Right.
this is Joe,
The
this is
Langley
Joe
landline,
Biden.
and
This
then
is Joe
underneath it, it
Biden.
just
You
says,
let
"Fuck
that
off."
man go.
I have no idea what either of you just said.
Yes.
I just imagine, like, the cop pulling him over and he's like, bro, I gotta get these drugs to Joe Biden. I'm not fucking with you right now. Talk to him right now. Imagining that, I don't know. I bet Joe Biden does a lot of acid.
I think if he did acid, he'd probably fucking die.
I don't know. Maybe he's a part of the MK Ultra experiment.
Could be true.
Nah, I doubt it.
Yeah.
Am I a part of it every time I take hallucinogens? Am I a part of the MK Ultra experiment? Who knows?
Yes.
We've all heard Joe Biden's speech. He hates drugs. He's never done anything
Yeah.
except for maybe adrenochrome, but
He's definitely done adrenochrome.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
so fun fact about Dr. Hodell's mansion in 1950, coincidentally around like the time when he, quote unquote moved to the Philippines, the LAPD had bugged his house. And an investigative journalist.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, an investigative journalist, before evidence was misplaced, was able to access the records from Freedom of Information Act, and there was a recording of him saying, "Suppose I did kill the Black Dahlia. They couldn't prove it now. They can't talk to my secretary because she's dead."
Wasn't
And then
his secretary? Wasn't that the chick I said, the whatever her name was? Wasn't that the Ruth Spalding? I think was a secretary. I think maybe not. I don't remember.
Could have been.
But that's crazy. Yeah, she's dead. I killed her, so they can't even talk to her anymore because
And there was another recording from his house, which was also his office and clinical room, of a woman getting beaten.
Yeah. Which I didn't get to hear.
Or at least they said
Okay,
they
so-
said if this was what it would sound like if he was beating a woman, this is the sound that it would be.
What if he was just having some really good fucking poontang?
That was what they used as a defense.
Yeah, right. Damn, he was just fucking smacking them cheeks. Like, really?
I wish I could hear that clip though. That'd be
Dude, seriously.
That'd be nuts to hear.
So Dr. Hodell was eventually eliminated as a suspect because of his ties in the underworld of L.A., Hollywood, and he was privy to the corruption inside the LAPD, and the tapes of his wiretaps have now vanished. So the only audio left over is what the journalist recorded illegally.
Interesting.
Oh, of the
Yeah.
if I killed her, she can't talk to my whatever because she's dead.
Yeah, they can't talk to my secretary because she's dead now.
I would have recorded it all illegally.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy that that's what he got out, which is, good that he got that, but it's like, damn, you couldn't have gotten more. Been like, Dad, I know you killed her, and he'd be like, I did.
Bro, but
beat it.
back in the day, they were like tapes. You know, you had to fucking rewind
Yeah,
that shit.
They had a whole system. What's this? Oh, this is a new microwave I got for you.
Right, and it's fucking big as fuck.
Yeah, it's fucking giant cassette player.
How do I use it? Well, I'll have to hook it up later. Just let it sit here for a few days.
Dude, I remember my dad's old fucking stereo from when he was in college that he still had forever. And it was like,
Bro.
dude, bigger, like the size of an entertainment stand. Like just the
Yes.
stereo.
My dad has probably close to the same thing.
Yeah. And like a cat chewed on one of the wires so it never fucking worked.
Damn, and you got this big ass fucking thing.
Yeah.
Bro, it's like definitely.
It's like 4 pieces and then the speakers are all have to be separate because they couldn't put the speakers together.
It's like I would say it's the size of like a small dresser.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, goddamn, what the fuck are you doing with this thing? Mm-hmm. I used to make the house
And
dumb, though.
it's got like a fucking pane glass window over the fucking control panel.
Yeah.
And it's like you
gotta
fucking
flip it up,
close
isn't
it. You
it?
close it too hard and it fucking shatters, and your dad yells at you and has to spend like $100 to get a new pane glass window
I feel
for
like
it.
this happened.
Kids will never know, man. The fucking days of that shit. Just
Bro.
fucking buy yourself a little fucking square speaker.
Dude, kids won't even know. That's what I might do. Buy some old ass fucking speaker and joint and fucking put it in my house. I used to have the house thumping.
Yeah, I mean the speakers were huge. Like one of them, like the
It was
some of them were like 3 foot tall.
yes, definitely. That's what my old man had. He had a bunch of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, dude, my dad had that shit forever. I wonder what he. I'm gonna text him and ask him what he did with it.
Dude, those were the.
It might be in storage. I'd be like, dude,
Those
I'll
are the
put that in my
shit.
garage. It had a record player. It had like.
Dude, I'm gonna bring over some
It had,
records.
had like a fucking. Well, I have a record player here.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, it's upstairs. It's a little suitcase one, or not suitcase,
Oh,
briefcase
yeah,
one
yeah,
with the
yeah.
speakers installed. But yeah, no, it had like a record player. It had 6-disc CD changer in it.
8-track.
Fuck it, yeah, probably 8-track. It had cassette player. I'm like, wait, why? Why do you have all this? I'm in college, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? They had CDs when you were in college, and he was like, barely.
I used to be cool.
Yeah, I used to be hip. Fucking only listens to Bruce Springsteen and
Hey, don't
The
talk about the
Cranberries.
boss like that, bro.
dude, the boss has a fucking new show with Barack Obama. He can go suck an ass.
Oh, you're right.
He
on
can
that.
suck my whole ass. He can literally eat my whole
I
ass.
did not know anything about that.
Who's the boss?
Bruce
Bruce
Springsteen.
Springsteen.
He better be wearing a backwards fucking baseball cap
Bro,
while he's eating my whole ass.
I want to see fucking Ted Nugent have a show with Barack Obama.
Ted Nugent.
Yep.
Oh my god, they'd shoot each other.
Being a good one.
Fucking Thad Nugent. Have you ever seen that episode of That 70s Show? Fucking Hyde and Fez get busted for selling bootleg
the
t-shirts.
bootleg, and they wasn't even
And
spelled
fucking,
right.
yeah, Fez spelled it wrong, so they got away with it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Thad Nugent.
Bro, I was looking through my shit. One of the other things I thought was funny about the investigation, it was when they were talking about their, like, said how her friend fucking said that she, like, would hit on guys and then leave them hanging. And so they were like, so we thought she might be a lesbian. So we checked all the gay bars. Like, I don't know. I thought that shit was funny. That's how they classify, like, oh.
The word of the day is lesbian.
Lesbian, yeah.
Yo, AJ, I feel like you cheated because I was looking at those hard as fuck, and then you were like, "Oh, he looked away. I'm gonna make this."
You gotta see me trying to find the button.
Was it actually lesbian though? Hell yeah.
All right, guys, I'm sorry about this shot.
I'm down to try anything once.
Where
you
are
hear
the-
that,
oh,
fellas?
is it 99? Oh, fuck. I thought you were joking when you said 99. I was like,
All right, so we got the word of the
oh,
day.
God.
Means everybody take a shot.
Oh, God. Oh, fuck. This is going to mix well with that
Cheers. Yes,
stinky,
cheers.
stinky rice.
That stinky rice.
Guys, stink.
It's not the worst.
Yeah, not the worst.
I felt it in my nose.
Yeah,
I
me
did too. That might be my favorite one.
That was not bad.
Better than the cinnamon?
Ooh.
Whew.
I got a second wind off that.
So yeah, dude, the LAPD's official statement is that they most of the evidence of the Black Dahlia case has gone missing.
Yeah.
That's their current statement on it. It's like, bro, it's 2021. Like, you can be like, yeah, dude, the old commissioner, he was a real piece of shit. Like, he was a fucking asshole. Like, just fuck it. Yeah, just let it be known, because we all know Dr. Hodel did it, right?
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe that it's still considered a cold case. Like, blows my fucking mind. Like 100%. I'm just like, why do people keep pretending that it's not Dr. Even American Horror Story was like, it's Dr. Hodel. But we're gonna have to change his name because legalese.
Do you have like all of the? You probably didn't write them all down, but like the notes, the notes that he like gave to the police or whatever, the news people. I just thought they were fucking way funny because he says, like, in one of the notes, like, I don't know if it's like a third note or what it is, but he's like, I am going to turn myself in to this date right here. I'm going to turn myself in. And then the next letter that goes to the police station, I changed my mind. I figured you guys wouldn't give me a good deal. And then is like another note's like, if you give me 10 years, I'll turn myself in. Like, this guy, like, his notes is just back and forth. Like, it wasn't like a goose chase, like tic-tac-toe and, like, all these puzzles. It was, I'm going to turn myself in. No, I'm not. Yes, I am.
I don't want to go to
no, I'm not.
forever.
Right.
Yeah, that sounds like someone I completely... No, but, dude, I just literally just fucking in my brain clicked. So I think the reason that American Horror Story doesn't call him Dr. Hodel in the fucking show is because he was never, like, everyone that's named in that show has been convicted or found guilty of what they've been accused of on the show. So I think it is like an actual, like, lawyer thing, like legalese thing.
Right.
I said it as a joke, and, like, my brain was just like, oh my god,
Well,
that makes sense.
I feel like I remember an episode of some doctor, like, guy, like, coming in when all these girls were in a room. I can't remember, though, if that was
You're thinking of the Axeman.
Maybe I am.
In season 3.
No, in season 1, when all the girls are hanging out in the... But it could be a different murder. I haven't seen the show. I haven't seen season 1
so
season
long. 1 is Murder House. And,
right. It wasn't Murder House. Season 3 was Witch.
Yeah,
Shit.
season 3 was... Yeah.
Axeman was season
Coven.
3.
Yeah, but in season 1, he has, like, the abortion clinic in the basement. And his wife has a miscarriage, and he, like, puts the baby back together, and he's like, look, I brought it back to life, and she, like, kills it, and then he kills her.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I don't really remember.
And then he's also in season 2, I believe. I don't know, Matea's the expert on American Horror Story in this house.
Bro, another thing that I thought was...
Text her, like, get down here now, bitch.
Another thing I thought that was pretty funny and interesting was when it talked about, like, Dahlia or whatever the fuck. What's her name? I can't remember.
Black Dahlia?
Yeah, what's her name?
Oh,
Short.
Elizabeth Short.
How her, like, this is just some side shit, but, like, how when she was growing up, her dad, like, disappeared and they found his car abandoned next to a river underneath a bridge. And so they were like, well, he killed himself. And then, like, 15 years later, he messages and he gives an apology letter to his wife and her mother saying, yo, I'm sorry. I'm not actually dead.
I jumped off this bridge.
Like, damn. Like, you were prepared to leave your car there.
That's how she got to California. I found that out. So, like, after her dad committed suicide.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were going to say that she went down the river to California. I was like, please explain to me how she sailed down the river from Massachusetts to California.
Well, fucking, she was with her mom for a while or whatever in Massachusetts.
And sailed through the Panama Canal.
And her dad was like, the Suez Canal. Duh. And her dad jumped off the fucking bridge and was like, oh, I'm dead now. And then, like, what did you say, like 15 years later?
15 years later or something.
He's like, yeah, I'm sorry, I really wasn't dead. Do you want to send my daughter out here?
I think she wanted to go like
Oh, she
move,
wanted to go
or
out there,
she
too?
they
Yeah,
must
she
have
wanted
won-
to be a movie star.
Yeah.
So she wanted
She
to go
wasn't
out there.
bad looking either.
Yeah,
Like,
she wasn't.
No, like she could have been like a nice like. Not Sandra Bullock, but like a little bit uglier
She
than
had a
Sandra
powerful
Bullock.
face like Mrs. Mann from Scary Movie.
Yeah,
She had
that's
a
true.
powerful chin
But,
and everything.
Like, dude, like so Sandra Bullock is like my lowest of on the scale of hotness of Hollywood celebs, like movie stars. I think Sandra Bullock's like really low. Like you remember when we used to play fucking Rainbow Six Siege, and I would joke about Ash looking like Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, still pretty hot, you know.
Yeah, like very fuckable, very hot, but like you're not Margot Robbie,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, you ain't that.
Like you're Sandra Bullock, and she was like probably I would say like 2 to 10 degrees less hot than Sandra Bullock.
I think that was weird that this dad that she literally didn't like. So when she was 6
Dude, yeah,
is when he died.
So
So
yeah,
she didn't
that's-
know it. She knew him when she was 6, which true. Like you would love your dad at 6, you would remember him. But to be
It's like
that
1928 too, like
Right.
1928. Like imagine like Great Depression. Like yeah, the dad fucking killed himself because the Great Depression.
The mom had. I'm not sure if 4 or 5 children. The mom had to move to a new place and support 4 or 5 children. And he just writes back 15
I
later.
think it was 5. She was one of 5.
Must have been.
I think that's probably where you're getting the.
Could have been a brother.
I think that's where
because-
you're getting the 4 or 5.
Could have been a brother because they said 3 sisters. I'm pretty sure, so there could have been a brother. But
Well, I think where you're getting the 4 out of 4 or 5 is she was one of 5, so that would mean that she had 4 siblings.
right.
Yeah.
I just remember seeing 3
Math.
sisters, so she must have had a brother. But yeah, I thought that was weird that she went out there like after finding out he was alive and being like, "Yo, like let's come live together," and then boom, lives there for almost a year, and they're fighting constantly, and just moves out.
Yeah.
Like,
And then she's
like, what do you have to fight about back in that day? Like, I'm sorry, but today's day and age-
that's what I was like. What I was saying about the address book, address book earlier. It's like, how many Johns like can I crash at your pad until? Because it was just fucking filled with John. Like, they went through 40 suspects just out of her address book, and like 10 pages were ripped out, and they were interviewed. Like, yeah, we found this fucking dead bitch on the corner of
Right.
like in Crenshaw. Where were you that night? Kind of like,
going to get drugs and it turned bad.
dude, I literally think that the the Billmark Hotel,
yeah,
Bilton,
Bill something.
but that's where she got dropped off. And if she was seen, this is where I don't get where the story doesn't make sense to me, is they don't connect the dots between, no one knows what fucking hotel that she was seen with Dr. Hodel at. And I'm not even saying like he was the one that was there that day or she just got dropped off there or whatever. But if he's meeting her at a hotel, the last time she's seen alive is at that hotel.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it doesn't take a rocket doctor to fucking put 2 and 1 together.
Well, and think about whose name would be on that room if he was the one staying there. It wouldn't be her name. She's not the one putting the money down to stay there.
No, yeah, she hasn't.
Right.
She's a failed actress in Hollywood. She's working
But-
at fucking Denny's.
I mean, that's where I'm saying, like, I feel like we would have seen more on because of her sister. Like, she said I feel like we would have seen something that said, like, oh, no, her sister wasn't, because it says her sister was coming into town, so it's like, I feel like we would have seen something that
What if
said,
her sister killed her?
maybe she was jealous that she was banging all these powerful doctors or something. Maybe she was like a 200 IQ Sherlock Holmes type of bitch and planned it out to make it look like it was
What
Hodel.
if she only had 70 IQ?
Never mind,
Yeah,
she
but
wouldn't have pulled it off.
but
she probably would have been dating.
I don't think that her sister moved to the Philippines and fucking half
Right.
a mile from Hodel's house recreated the Black Dahlia murder.
Yeah, no, it's definitely him.
He fucking it was like, dude, this was
Dude,
the
the
funnest thing
pictures,
about
the pictures. Did you see the pictures that he has in his house? It's crazy.
Dude,
that they're
the fact
exactly
that
the same.
Yeah,
it's so crazy.
Well, that's Man Ray, the artist.
Yeah,
it's his best
yeah,
friend.
It's
his
so
best friend.
crazy, and
You
he
think
probably
Man Ray
told
was
him.
there?
He probably
Yeah,
told him about it. I bet he told him about
No,
it.
he's
He
just
said,
like,
"Bro, I
gave-
recreated your piece. Look at this. It's in the news. I'm thinking of turning myself in." And then the next day, he's like, "Bro, I decided not to do it. I'm
Dude,
gonna do it.
Hodel
I'm
had
not
so
gonna
much
do it."
power in Hollywood. Like artists would give him like, you know how like the Mona Lisa is priceless. Like the original Mona Lisa is priceless because it's the original. They would straight up give him the original paintings. That's how much fucking like. That's how much dirt he had on people in Hollywood. And I'm not saying like Man Ray. Again, it might have been Man Ray did that too, but he had so much sway in Hollywood. It's growing on me. It's growing on me. It made me laugh really hard the first time I heard
know.
it.
When I first heard that, I was like, what? But that's just nuts. It just makes me so confused though with his letters telling the police how he's going back and forth with turning himself in and not. Either he was toying with them and he wanted to do that. But it's like, what mindset are you in that you're willing to go in for 10 years, like, to make a statement? Like, what is your thought process on that?
Guilt,
Well, it's
bro.
probably.
Guilt.
No, I don't even think it would be guilt.
Bro,
I don't think that guy had a guilty bone in his body.
No, I think maybe it was for that's the art
because
the art
he
thing
wanted
of
to be
it.
known as an
wanted to be
artist.
known.
Yeah, his son literally said that he wanted to be known as an artist.
True, he did. He did want to be an artist, an aspiring artist.
He wanted his name to be on the
He was just stuck behind Man Ray Pig all the time. He couldn't get out of his shadow.
That's the thing about being a serial killer, a good serial killer anyway, is that nobody knows who the fuck you are. You know, if you're a shitty ass serial killer, you kill like 5 people. Oh yeah, well it was fucking this turd. He killed like 5 people. But if you're a good serial killer, nobody will ever know who the fuck you are.
You know what though? If you're a good killer, what I think too is that the way he killed though, and this is just that there is over close to 600 people that tried to take credit for his killing and they couldn't because he did such a good job on it.
Not only that, 300 medical students accused of committing the murder.
Yeah.
40 Johns from Ho's address book.
Over one murder. We have, for getting that famous for one murder. Well, there was others.
Yeah, there were
others, but for this
murder.
This is the murder that made it like big and famous and nationwide. So for you to get that big off of one murder, where we've talked about other serial killers are the ones that get famous, like I just am gonna clap my hands to you, sir. You did a great job, bro. You did so well. You just made the list. You made the big boy list of killers, bro.
Yeah, well,
Off
I mean,
of
dude,
one murder. How insane is that? That's so fucking nuts.
I knew about this guy, but I don't know who the fuck Man Ray is. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Who the fuck is Man Ray, dude?
Man Ray.
Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't see Man Ray in fucking American Horror Story. Did you? No.
No, not
Yeah,
at all.
it's fucking Hodel, dude.
But also the house in American Horror Story, the murder house, looks nothing like his house. His house
Oh
is
yeah,
actually
mansion,
so sick.
actually mansion.
Well,
probably.
it's like not like crazy.
Oh, I would have imagined
it's-
it was like
It's,
fucking.
I mean, like a 1950s, like probably 6-bedroom, probably like fucking 4,000 square foot house. But
with an abortion table in the basement.
yeah, but it's fucking dope. Like the front of the house has like a very steep A-frame peak, and it has like stained glass. Yeah, like in churches.
Yeah.
Stained glass windows going down the entire like front peak of the
Yeah.
A-frame. Looks fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I would pay to like stay there. Well,
Not gonna lie.
there's there's a lot of dead baby energy in that house. I don't know if I'd want to stay there.
I'm looking at a lot of this Man Ray stuff, and it's actually pretty fucking dope. He's
He's a way good artist. Look up the mannequin photo. That's the Black Dahlia Murder was framed.
It's actually fucking pretty damn good, dude.
Yeah, actually, yeah, those are crazy. Man Ray's cooler than fucking this guy.
For sure.
This guy killed a guy and said, "Isn't that artistic?" Like Man Ray's like, "No, bro, like stay away from me, dude. I don't know you."
Apparently, Man Ray spent most of his time in Paris, so I feel like this guy was just fucking like.
They were like really, they were close.
Friends?
Yeah, they were friends.
I feel like he was just splooging on him, like, "Oh man, I want to be just like you."
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. He was not admired. Well, he did admire him, but he aspired to be an artist like Man Ray.
right. Like he,
And that's why the Black Dahlia. It was like Man Ray's most famous painting at the time was the mannequin one where the body's separated and shit like that, and that's where. Black
Dude,
Dahlia
I can't believe
comes
we
in.
didn't hear more about Man Ray. Like, why didn't anyone go and ask him? Like, I mean, I would just like to have a statement from him saying, dude, the guy was fucking crazy, okay? He thought we were friends. He kept coming over to my house. Like, he wouldn't shut the fuck up. He kept talking. He said he came in saying he needed a glass of water and needed to talk about all these things.
This is 57. I don't think Interpol had that much pull back then.
That's real? Or?
That's her, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she didn't
Holy
even got no
fuck.
boobies. What happened to her boobies?
Show AJ.
Yeah, show me.
Yeah, apparently that's a real picture of the body. That was... I don't know. I thought her arms were, like, pulled up more. Maybe not.
That might be from American Horror Story.
You think so?
That's not from American Horror Story, is it?
That one's from American
Dude,
Horror
the
Story.
the later seasons are fucking weird.
I don't like, dude, not Ragnarok. The one with Cuba Gooding Jr. was horrible.
You didn't like that?
Nope, did not
Dude,
like it at all.
it sets up the entire plot line for. So they started the show with like the idea of doing like a Dante's Inferno style show, like with the 7 layers of hell, and they were like, "Oh my god, this show is like the most popular show on TV. We need to change directions really quickly," and so that's where like Roanoke was kind of sloppy.
I skipped Roanoke.
I did not like Roanoke.
It's sloppy, but it you can't understand what's going on in the rest of American Horror Story unless you watch Roanoke.
Huh, okay.
Like because all of the seasons are tied together
Through
like that,
Roanoke?
Yeah, kind of. But yeah, the idea was originally all the seasons are tied together, but they're doing like a Dante's Inferno kind of style thing, and they're like, well, there's only in there's 6 layers of hell.
Like 7, I think.
7, maybe, yeah. And they were like,
Because I don't know if they count
And it
Limbo as
get-
one of the layers.
7. Yeah, and they were like, well, it's getting too popular now. I think they figured that out in season 4 was the Freak Show.
Pretty sure it was a decent one.
Yeah, but
I watched the
figured
first
it was-
half, and after they killed the clown, though, I was like, I didn't care to finish it. Was it good at the end of it, or
Because
not?
Freak Show was the same year that Sons of Anarchy final season. And they were like, oh, well, this is now the most popular show on TV. And so we're not going to limit ourselves to 7 seasons because that was the original idea. Mm. And then they were like, we need to change it up.
Yeah. Bro, yeah, I skipped Roanoke. I don't know what was after that. I watched the election one, and I watched...
Cult. And
yeah,
then Apocalypse.
Cult and Apocalypse. Yeah. And the 1980... I liked all those. I liked all.
Roanoke, dude.
Roanoke is...
not like
it's one of those, like... If you understood the story of it and how it affects the entire story of American Horror Story, you would probably... If you went back and rewatched it knowing...
Someone told me, though, that they were like, because they did it in a kind of interview format, that all the people who are doing the interviews aren't going to die. And you're like, oh.
I don't know. Everybody does
Yeah,
not
but
like
there's
the one that I like.
a huge story outside of like the...
Okay. I'll watch it. I actually really... I didn't think I'd get back into American Horror Story, but like... I like watching those last seasons. I was like, bro, this is a show I could fucking get high and just fucking chill out.
I will say this though. People don't agree with my fucking takes, but my favorite ones: Murder House, fucking Asylum, and what was that one after Asylum?
The Witch.
Coven.
The Witch's Coven. I really like those 3.
Yeah,
when they were doing the Dante's Inferno.
Yeah.
I agree. Murder House Murder House is my favorite season.
Murder House
Same.
was
The
great.
best. I think that was the best one for sure.
People don't like the fucking Asylum for some reason. I really loved it.
I
It was just-
I like
it was
parts
just-
of Asylum, but there's parts of it that make me like put it in like 4 or 5 in the slot of season.
It was
Yeah, I
just
can see
it,
that.
Yeah.
it just wasn't like it just didn't have. It was okay, but like it was good and creepy, but it just wasn't something that you just got done with and you're like, man, that was like one of the best. I want to rewatch
Murder
that.
House.
You know?
Okay, Murder House and fucking The Witches one were the only two that I ever was like, damn, I really.
Did you watch Apocalypse?
I watched Apocalypse.
With like the rewind of it all and
Yeah.
shit. I thought that was pretty good.
So
I liked it.
there's the Coven versus the
Warlocks.
and shit.
I liked that one. I was like, I didn't expect it. I didn't know what to expect. I just decided to watch it because I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to start on a random season. And when they started bringing that back after like the 3rd episode, I started losing my mind. I was like, what?
Well, and then the fucking
I digress, but Hotel was fucking amazing as well.
Hotel is. That's what I was gonna say. That's my number 3. is
Dude,
Hotel.
no,
I didn't
Hotel.
finish
Hotel's
it.
number 3.
Murder House, Hotel, and then fucking.
See, for me, it's Murder House, Coven, Hotel, then Asylum.
See, it's Murder House, Hotel, Coven, Asylum. Hotel was so.
I didn't finish Hotel, and
Hotel
Dana
is
said,
really
"Dude, you
good.
really gotta watch the end." And I was like,
if you don't watch the end, if you don't know who killed who, or fucking what, if you don't know who the fucking.
I don't tell me nothing, but I know like the main guy goes and stays there, and doesn't he have like a daughter or something that he like talks to, or he's there for work, and shit starts getting weird.
Yeah, dude, you need to.
I'll need to
watch
finish that.
Yeah, so literally, like, the whole timeline of American Horror Story is, like, linear, and it starts with Coven. Like, Coven ties into Roanoke, and then it goes forward through timeline. It's absolutely bonkers.
Roanoke's before
So
everything else.
so the voodoo lady from Coven that is in
Apocalypse as well.
and she's in it's her mom or grandma that is in Roanoke, I think, if I remember correctly. But I don't remember correctly. It's been a weird day.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home. I need to watch those shows.
No, we're gonna game.
Yeah, game for sure. Maybe we'll see. I want to watch some good shows though lately, and I think American Horror Story would be good. Ties into we've talked about murders twice now, twice in a week.
row. Yeah.
Fun. I like talking about serial killers. I wish we had more. So if you're listening out there, remember if you want to kill, if you want to become a serial killer, like
If you want someone to talk about you, we got you.
like if you're trying to get famous, like fucking, we're here. We're not telling you we want you to do it, but
We'll talk about it.
yeah.
Now, I'm really glad you hit the word of the day, though, because I thought you were going to, like,
Dude,
way
I saw
early.
you like hovering the button, and I was
Well,
like,
it
"What
was-
did you think I was gonna say?"
I was hovering it earlier, too, because we were talking about, well, when you started bringing up her friend, but we were talking about it earlier about her being platonically in the hotel room.
Oh yeah,
I thought you were going to say it then, too.
yeah. I don't know. I thought that was just funny though, how they're like, well, it had a thing that she would hit on guys and lead them on, and then not go home with them. And I was like, you know how many girls I know that do that? And the first thing they say is, "We think she's a lesbian." Like, did the reporters try and hit on her too, and she turned them down? Oh, she didn't want to go home with me. She must be a lesbian. I've heard guys say that before, jokingly, but
I mean,
No, yeah, if you start rewatching American Horror Story, you're going to see both the Doctor and the Black Dahlia Murder in it, and you're going to be like, oh my fucking god, I never noticed this before. Like, because the Black Dahlia Murder in American Horror Story is like so minuscule as far as like
yeah, right.
it's not an episode. It's
No,
like
it's just something that
like an
happens.
intro.
yeah, it's
to a
literally
show.
like in the first like 3 minutes of an episode. I can't remember what season. And then the Doctor, you're gonna be like, oh my god, yeah, that's the guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the guy. That's Dr. Holden.
Dr. Holding. Yeah, I don't know. I need to go back and start that shit up when I'm bored. Damn, I can't believe I totally forgot about American Horror Story too. I could have been watching that.
You just need to rock another monitor and just leave it up.
Yeah, I could. Well, I don't know if I got anything else. Fucking
Dude, we've covered it. We've cleared it. Dr. Holdell
It's Dr. Holdell, bro.
fucking killed Elizabeth Short
Yeah.
in between January 9th and 15th.
Well, let's just say this. Let's just say this. He only killed one person, right?
No.
You don't
he
think
killed.
so?
He
No.
probably killed more.
He's
people
killed
for
more than
sure.
one person.
Okay.
He's killed at least 3, possibly 4.
So, is he really that bad of a person?
Yeah, he's a terrible
Okay,
person.
I'm just trying to figure out what your guys' thoughts were. I think he's terrible.
I mean, if you killed someone for a good reason, but fucking, I don't know.
Dude, honestly, killing someone for a bad reason
It's
is
better
one
than
thing,
letting your daughter get
but
fucked.
pimping out your daughter
Yeah,
to fucking
that's the worst thing he could ever have done.
yeah, that dude straight evil.
Yeah.
Unless that's her way of like, damn, Dad, I need to get famous somehow.
Maybe he I don't know, he wanted her to have that. I don't know. Think about that when you're sleeping with all the most powerful people and you learn all of their secrets, you know?
Damn. And there she goes.
That's all I got.
Yep. And Dylan's going to the bathroom, so that's where we're gonna end today.
That's where we are, and
Yeah.
welcome back to another episode.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Is earlier than normal, but yeah, thanks for joining us for another episode of the WRK podcast, where we ask the questions about the end of the day. Who really knows? As always, I'm your host AJ, here with my good friends Dylan and Michael.
Michael.
And yeah, hope you learned about Dr. Hodel being the Black. I hope we solved the case. I don't know, dude. I was thinking about how to end today's episode earlier, and I was like, I don't even know how the fuck we end the episode because it's so obviously
Dr. Hodel.
Dr. Hodel. It's
Yeah.
so obvious. It's just like, oh,
But he's dead,
open
so-
case. Yeah, he's dead now.
She's dead.
His kid's a cop. Like, whatever.
His kid wanted him to die, so.
But yeah, I don't.
What a great end to a podcast. Everyone's dead. You know, cool.
Everyone's dead and no one's happy.
Yeah.
We'll catch you next week.
For the WRK pod.
Cast.
And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings.
Violence breeds violence. Repression breeds retaliation. And only a cleansing of our whole society can remove this sickness from our souls.
Those folks who were responsible have been held accountable.